Hi, okay, today I'm going to discuss how you keep a customer's card on file for party rental items in the event that they return something damaged or don't return it at all, how you have the ability to charge that card on file so you don't lose your items. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a handful of side hustles and I show people how you can make money from home running these side hustles. So follow along if you'd like more info. Okay, so in other videos, I touch on all the time, there's three really important things to have, especially for new people to know when you're starting a party rental business to ensure that you're covered so that you get your rental items back, or if you don't, that you are able to charge a customer's card. Those three things real quick are just, you're always gonna charge an equipment rental deposit. You're going to charge that on a credit card that is then held on file for you in case you need to charge them later. And the third thing is that you have a signed rental contract that allows you to charge their card on file in the event they return something damaged or it's not returned at all. A lot of people are like, how do you do this? It feels like it seems overwhelming, but it's actually so simple, and the credit card processing company does it for you. So you're just gonna do your research on what different credit card companies, processing company you wanna go with. You're gonna look at fees and stuff, which they all are in the same ballpark. I did not want to do anything where I ran and stored customer cards in our system myself, because that opens you up to liability if there's a data breach or anything like that, and I just did not want to do that. Tons of liability holding customer cards in that situation. So I chose to go with a company. I go with Stripe for my credit card processing. So all customer data is held within their system, and they have all that cybersecurity and firewalls and all those things. So I will send a customer an invoice from Stripe. I log into my Stripe account on their platform and send my customers invoices from Stripe. It's all encrypted so that when they go in to pay, it's all processed through Stripe and protected through them. Now, these credit card companies offer tons of different features. Sometimes you have to call and make sure you're on a certain plan to have access to these features. I don't know all the different processing companies, so you're gonna have to do your own research there. But I went with Stripe and I found a plan where when I run a customer card, it's held in their system. And then as soon as I have a signed rental contract that says things to the effect of, if it comes back damaged or dirty, I can charge your card. If it comes back destroyed or doesn't come back at all, I can charge your card. And that is what protects you in the event that someone that, like, if they don't bring it back or it's destroyed and you charge their card and then they try to say it's fraud, I have a signed rental contract and you literally just submit that to the credit card company to show that it's not fraud. The customer signed this, agreed to it, and a lot of times you'll have to show like pictures of an item that was destroyed or, you know, proof of some sort. But it's so much easier than it sounds because the credit card company does all that for you. I've literally never had to even worry about using it with my rental company. We have had to one time with the game truck business, had a dispute that we had to submit paperwork for, but then we won because we also have a signed contract in the game truck business. But it's very easy to do all of this. And I think it seems overwhelming for people when they're beginners, but just find a credit card company, a processing company, and make sure they have this option. And then that's all built into their system and their platform. You don't have to do anything special. They also allow credit holds, which is something I had to call and get them to walk me through. But that is if you're renting out like thousands of dollars of equipment and you don't want to just store a card, because there's a difference between being like, you destroyed my $150 product, let me run your card for that, and you destroyed $1,000 worth of stuff. Some people might not have $1,000 of available credit on a card to pull off. So that's when you can use a credit hold, which means that that Stripe is going in and pulling that money out of their account and holding it to ensure that they have that money available. So then what happens is they'll hold it for up to 5 days. So if you're renting really expensive equipment, you could put like a $500 credit hold or whatever you determine, but you do need to let the customer know. And that money is held, it's not put into our account. Stripe holds that for those up to 5 business days. And then if the customer returns the equipment, you just say, you know, it was returned, release the funds, and it will release the funds back to the customer. Or if you hit the end of that 5 days, it automatically releases it back to the customer if you don't say, you know, they didn't return the item. So there's a lot of really cool features you can do, and it's not hard. You just got to do a little bit of research and learn which company you want to work with and how to make it work for your business. Okay, let me know if you got any questions.